tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the change at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
என்ன பாங்க பண்றது மனுஷ வாய்ஸ் ఒకసారి మాట్లాడండి
Hello.
I don't ever slow up,
Yeah, hello.
no I don't
Awesome.
take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built
welcome
to
sir.
last,
Yes, how
yeah.
are you?
Yeah,
Now that
yeah,
I've been through hell, I
Is
never
everything ready
got
to go?
anyone's help. I had to
yeah.
do it all myself.
Start, no problem.
Could you please
I don't ever slow
explain
up,
everything?
no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is
Yeah.
topical. Rub it on and
My
watch it go.
screen is
Make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up.
Yes, yes, done. Thank you. So please turn off the. Please stop the presentation, sir.
Yeah,
I just my member Manisha will welcome you
yeah.
once I join. Allow all the participants. I'm just
Okay,
allowing all the participants.
okay, got it.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Thanks. Start. Sorry for the delay. I request Manisha to take over the charge.
Hi everyone, good evening and a warm welcome to you all. Let us take just few minutes to start the session because everyone has to join in. So,
Could you please start the session, Manisha? Because I'm already started delay.
okay, yes, our speaker has already joined in the meeting. So, I'm welcome to you, sir. Yes, before we start, let me quickly introduce what the today's topic is all about. The topics in the field of cybersecurity and how we can secure our cloud systems using modern and practical strategies. Now, I am honored to introduce today's speaker, Mr. Shantanu Gujar. He is highly skilled cybersecurity consultant and a security engineer with over 4 years of experience in the field of cybersecurity. Sir has worked on various important areas like application security, threat detection, and securing enterprise systems. He is currently pursuing his master's degree in cybersecurity from Rostars University in the USA. He has also published several research papers like IEEE covering the topics like IoT security, blockchain, and other cyber security, and many more. I was truly appreciate you, sir. And now I kindly request you, sir, to take over the session and share your valuable insights.
Yes, sure. So, hello everybody, and thank you for the warm welcome. And I'm excited to be here. I'll just start sharing my screen. Yeah, yeah. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
We'll get started. So, I am Shantanu Gujar, and I'm delighted that you could join this session. And so today is about two things, like what could go wrong when we put our app and data in the cloud, and second will be the practical ways to stay safe without becoming a computer wizard. So think of cloud as a renting an apartment rather than buying a house, and the landlord handles the plumbing and the roof. You can still lock your door and don't leave the store on. So cloud security works the same way. The provider keeps the building solid, but we are responsible for the keys and what we store inside. And I try to keep this session like with zero jargons, which will overload everybody's mind. So if you could hear any unfamiliar terms, so I'll define it on the spot. Use the chat for questions, and I will later on just answer them in the Q&A session. So let's begin. So this is the today's agenda. Like in this, first will be like why hackers still succeed and what makes mistakes they do normal people make. And second, in that I will explain like tools and habits that should some like find something is fishy is happening before damage is spread. And the third is a fancy phrase that really means never trust, always check. And and the other will be the secure DevOps, which I'll explain like how developers can build safety into software the same way like baker keeps the kitchens clean. And let's move on to the first slide. Why cloud security? So cloud use jumped 26% last year, yet yet security budgets grew only half of that. Imagine a buyer buying a larger house but keeping the same tiny fire extinguisher. So there are three everyday problems. First will be more doors and windows. Like for example, every new app or online storage bucket is another entrance for the hackers. Who owns that? um, Providers protects the bricks, and the customers secure the locks. So many firms still bear that line. And third, like old mistakes and new stage. Some leaky files and weak passwords hurt as much as in the cloud, only faster and louder. So the cloud isn't risky by nature. Rushing without the um, given uh, guidelines and not following the best practices. So um, let's see, like attackers follows a path of least resistance. Like first, like for example, the identity attacks and MFA fatigues. Like attackers bombard the employees with the login prompts until someone clicks yes, it's me, just to stop the noise. And second, in the supply chain compromise, think of a tinted ingredient at a bakery that ends up in every loaf. Like attackers set that bad code into the software, building the process. And also shadow IT, like where employees open free online accounts without telling security, like setting up an unregistered food stall behind the restaurant, for example. And AI powered freezing, like tools like Chat GPT can now write a perfect scam emails in language at a scale. So this trends can exploit trust and speed, not very super sophisticated math. So moving to the next slide. Like security starts with seeing, like for example, the inventories. You can't guard what you can't list. Make a habit weekly or monthly of exporting like what do we own, like for our cloud dashboard. And and second most thing, activity logs, like turn on every free audit log for with your provider, which it offers. Like, yes, it feels noisy, but keeping them is like disabling your car's dashboard lights. And and the third is the smart alerts. The raw logs are novel. We need headlines like model tools summarize, like user 123 downloads, uh, user 123 downloads 5,000 files at 2 a.m., which is like so odd. Like, anybody doing this at odd times, it makes it like so human can act in that way. So, rule of the thumb, if it takes longer than 60 seconds to confirm whether a strange event was normal or malicious, you need a better visibility. And once we have the data, we add brains and the automation. So, first most will be the behavior baselines, um, like learning a colleagues' work hours. If they batch in at midnight, something is off. Like, software spots the digital oddities. And second will be machine learning. Don't picture a sci-fi robots like it's statistically that yell, this login looks 99% unlikely the last 1,000 logins. Next will be the threat intel enrichment, which is like cross-checking suspicious addresses against public, for the threat actors list, like sort of like police radio plates. Next will be the automated response, like your smoke alarms doesn't just beep, and sprinkler kicks in. Similarly, certainly alerts can auto block the risky accounts while uh, like humans investigate it. So small organizations benefit mostly from the automation. Let's like three analysts do the work of this attack. Next will be so here's a story like at let me see. So, here will be let's assume this as uh, a demo. Like, here's a story. Like at 9:01 a.m., um, Alice logs into the company's dashboard from San Francisco, and at 9:03 a.m., the same password logs in from the Bob's from Germany, which is like from Germany, which is like 5,500 miles away. Humans can't teleport, so the system automatically looks the Alice session and sends her a text that if this wasn't you, reply with a no. So, like, it creates a help desk ticket for a security analyst all within 30 seconds. So before any data is touched, the analyst later finds that the Alice reused her account, her work password on a shopping site, which got hacked. So, um, this was a small demo. And what is zero trust and its core principles? So, zero trust sounds harsh, but think of an airport security where everyone shows their ID, even pilots, uh, for guiding the ideas. Like, first, to verify every user, the app, the user, even the devices says, "Here's the passport." And second, least privilege, need access to one files, get precisely that, not the whole folder. Third, assume a breach, when design as if like attackers are already in the lobby, then stairwells and officers still needs a lock. Fourth will be the continuous check, which ensures that trust expires if your laptop loses the antivirus or flies to any another country. So you need to re-authenticate it. That is what the zero trust architecture is. And like building a zero trust architecture, um, steps anyone can imagine would be like, um, strong identity. Replace You can just replace the codes with physical security keys like USB or a phone authenticator or something with a phone tap. There's likely car fobs which are harder to copy. And micro segmentation, instead of one giant office Wi-Fi setup, give each department its own mini network, so the attackers can't roam freely. And next will be the device health. The system checks whether your laptop is updated, similar to a rental company inspecting the brakes before giving a car to a customer. And policy as code, write rules in files, store them in Git like any software. And auditors love this paper trail. So if you follow this, then everything will be on track. And next will be the network microsegmentation. So imagine a cruise ship with watertight compartments. If one floats, the ship still floats in the. So it's similarly in the cloud. We um, group servers by propose, like a payment database never chats directly with the marketing server. Second, allow only necessary routes. Digital doors default to locked. And use built-in tools like AWS security groups or Azure's NSGs with no extra cost. So just better labeling. Results can, like, attacker who breaks into one app can't drift sideways to all of your data. Next, the identity and the access. So key batches, passwords, different names for the same concept. So better habits include like, um, sign on, single sign on, which can be like one strong door instead of 10 weak ones. And just in time access, like temporary passwords that vanish automatically, like a hotel key card after checkout. And security rotations, like changing locks regularly even if you don't suspect a break-in. And short-lived tokens, which can be borrowing a key for 16 minutes, like rather than just copying it forever. Next will be the secure DevOps shift left. So in this, like, developers are chefs, and code is code is food. So production is the customer's plate. And shift left means hygiene starts while cooking, not after food poisoning. So security test in each build. Robo inspector checks the ingredients for bacteria every time the code is saved. And in the infrastructure as code scanning, before deployment, a rule flags, hey, you made this storage bucket public by accidentally. And secret scanning, like patting pockets before laundry, a quick stop, check stop you, like, from washing your wallet. And policy gates, it is if there's a risk is high, the build simply fails. I know it annoys in the moment, but it saves your like Saturday Sundays if you're an the analyst on the holidays. And also it also saves the night emergencies too. And infrastructure as code. So writing the cloud settings in a file is like keeping the house blueprint in a Google Docs. It like Google Docs benefits are the peer review, which will see the two sets of eyes catch mistakes. Second is guardrails, which automate the rules, rejects any unsafe design the moment you click save. And drift detection, if someone changes settings manually at 3 a.m., the blueprint and reality no longer match and alert fires. Easy rollback, like for the bad versions, reapply last fix file. It would be a easy rollback for you. Container and Kubernetes security. So think of containers are lunchbox for the apps, which are like compact, portable, easy to swap, and think of Kubernetes as the like cafeteria manager, like which keep notes of everything. So key hygiene tips will be in this, like first you should do the image scanning. Scan the lunchbox for spoiled food, like spoiled food referring as vulnerabilities before serving. And runtime enforcement. So if the app suddenly asks for a risky system call like lunch jumping off the table, stop it. And pod security standards. So basic ground rules: no running as admin, no writing on the host hard drive. Um, Third will be serve mesh, MTLS, like automatically mutual handshake. So every lunchbox talks only to its intended friend. Continuous monitoring and observability. So running blind is worse than occasional false alarms. Um, so metrics, logs, trace are like heart rate, medical history, and the MRI of any software. And SLO based alerts reduce the noise. Like for example, if the payment failures exceeds 1% in 10 minutes, page us like not every single blip. So chaos of drills, pull the plug on a server during the business hours and watch automatically healing. So if app fail over, fix that weak spot. Tailored dashboards where executives wants trends, engineer needs row by row details. Here we'll see the integrated security platform. So many company owns 15 tools, but use only 15% of it. So consolidation helps in like for instance, we can use like SIEM plus SOAR. So one brain, which will be SIEM, plus one set of robo arms will be the SOAR for response. And another tool combination will be CSPM plus CWPP, which will just prevent the configurations and shield live over like live workloads. And APIs everywhere, so tools taking automatically, not like humans copy pasting clips in the DJs switching songs. So single plane of glass, so one dashboard to rule them all, reducing eye strain and constant and the context switching. Next, let's take an case study. So, true story, names slightly change. So, in this problem, will is a retailer stored credit card logs in the cloud, and one folder marked public by accident and exposed 3 terabytes of card data. What would be the fix here? we could just, to avoid such thing, we could just deploy a zero trust MFA for every employer network segments for every service. Added a added guardrails, so here we can just make sure of like public equals to true fails in that build, and results of that, after deploying, after fixing the problem was, after 90 days, what happened is like 70%, 75% fewer critical alerts, and it also passed the PIC audit 3 months earlier, which estimated like 1.2 millions, and saved by avoiding breach fines and PR damage. So it was like good default plus smart automation, which like saved the money. And next is, if you do something, if you do nothing else from this talk, like try this 5 things as a best practices. Turn on MFA for every account, which takes one afternoon, and enable built-in threat detection, which are like provided by your um, cloud providers, and run an open source LAC scanners on your main repo. You'll discover all the surprises there. Fourth will be tag critical data. So if you can't list your crown jewels, then you can't defend them. And run a tabletop drill, which will just prevent a breach happen. Discuss steps on a whiteboard, like what all the things which you see, and list them in a whiteboard. Next will be the people and their culture. So every time, tools are not only the main solution to all of the things, cultures also matter. So for example, if you, um, in the security workers, if you choose one team member um, as the as some like give them a role, like for example someone is friendly, not the node to a police, and there are like blameless spots like for the various posts. Focus on why and how, and never who. Like why and how will is the main aspects of this culture. And then there should be continuous learning, like for example 5-minute phishing quiz once a month, which could just beats a 3-hour lecture once a year for every employers. And link APIs to velocity, reward features like delivered securely, so not tickets are closed fastly. So if you just introduce that, that could be more helpful. And what should be the um, like resources and next steps for securing the cloud? So for like free references will be the nest SP 800-207, which is a government guide to zero trust in plain PDF forms. And CNCF white paper, which is community written vendor neutral tips. OAPS cloud top 10, which are the common mistakes which should be avoided. And free tools here will be Kubebench, which checks the Kubernetes, Cloud Custodian, which is like a policy engine, Treevee, which is a container scanner. Connect with me. Like you can just type my name on LinkedIn, and you can just like ask me any questions if there, like if you have for your for your learning in the cloud environments, you can just give me a you can just give me a text on LinkedIn, and um, I would just happy to answer any questions in future if you have. So any questions, and there are no dumb questions. So doubtly if you have any true like if you have any questions regarding the security, I will just try to answer it, and if something is on the chat box, I will also try to answer that as well. So any questions, you can just start asking about cloud, anything. So I'll just see the chat box. Okay. So I hope nobody has any questions so far. So I can just end my sharing. Okay, I can see somebody on the chat box has asked, um, can you give a guideline on how to convince top management on the need of cybersecurity budget? So to convince the top management about the need for a cybersecurity budget, frame it as a critical investment for protecting the organization assets and ensuring business continuity. So highlight any potential financial losses from the breaches, which could demonstrate a compliance requirements and align cybersecurity with overall business goals. So just present them this. I think it might help for to convince the top management. Any more questions, you can just come out and just turn your mic on, and you can just ask, and even you can just write it on a chat. Yeah.
One question from YouTube, sir.
Yeah.
Uh, what kind of cyber security threats may happen in educational institutions?
Okay. So for like in the educational institutions, can face threats like phishing attacks, targeting the student or staff data, and ransomware, encrypting critical systems, data breaches, exposing the sensitive personal and research information, and the denial of service attacks, which could disrupt online learning and the operations. So this could be the sum of this could be the attacks which could happen on the educational institutions.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
I request our participants, if you have any questions related to cybersecurity, you can ask our expert, today's research person. Manisha, you can
Sir,
start. Vote of thanks.
if anyone have any questions, please unmute yourself and speak.
Yeah, you can just ask any like any dumb, like no question is a dumb question. You can just ask anything about security. It's fine. I'll be happy to answer.
Feedback link will provided in the chat box.
Um, what you mentioned?
This is a feedback link. If they fill the feedback link, then they get submitted in the
Okay.
participants.
So I think no questions so far. So I think we are good to end this session then.
Yes, yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the insightful and informative session. Hope everyone enjoyed.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your kind words. I'm glad you found the session insightful and hope the participants found the information helpful for practical cloud security stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shantanu. It was really informative. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.